Welcome guys to a brand new video. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is taking a look at two open world gacha games that I highly recommend to play and are honestly some of my favorites to play. Now I do understand I'm going to be talking about Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. Now I do understand that both communities love to fight one another. You know, there's the Kuro boss, there's the Hoyo shields. Both of you guys are equally bad, so you guys need to actually chill. And in the comment section, if you guys want to start some rivalry bullshit, you guys can stop. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about both games, why I like playing those games and why I play both of them at the same time. I know people like to say no, play Wuthering Waves is better than Genshin, or play Genshin is better than Wuthering Waves. You can play both those games, guys. It's completely different. Okay, at the end of the day, yes, it's open world games. They might have some similarities, but at the end of the day, the way the games are, it is completely different. It targets different stuff that you actually need, and so you can actually play both of them, and that's what I currently do. I do understand that both games have their own positive and negative, so of course I'm going to mention some of them in today's video. I might say, oh, I like playing Wuthering Waves because, you know, the character designs are, you know, something I like more, or the animations, or something like I just like how every single character just looks absolutely amazing. But then I can say, oh, in Genshin, I like playing Genshin because I don't have to summon for every single character. The devs definitely release characters that are absolutely meh in terms of design and kit, but it's actually perfect, so you can skip those characters and save for actually characters you want. You know, there's other reasons why I play both games, and I will be talking about them in today's video. So I'm going to mention both the games, showcase some gameplay, and then there will be a comparison side at the end. But I am not going to be having any malicious intent in this video in terms of trying to show one game is better than the other. I am not like other content creators that want to pretend that, oh, each game or one game is actually just 10 times better. If I was to rate it, one game would be like slightly higher. You know, let's say I was going to rank both games. I'll mention my actual rankings and ratings at the end, but let's say I ranked Genshin at 5.5 out of 10. Wuwa would probably be like 5.5 out of 10. It's not like a massive improvement, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. Okay, they're both gacha games, they're both predatory, and be careful, guys, when you do play gacha games. If you guys are new to, you know, gacha games in general, you're just looking at all the open world games available, please be careful. They are extremely expensive, predatory as well. You know, the rates for the characters are extremely low, and sometimes you might feel compelled to get the weapons or constellations, but please be very careful. It is extremely expensive. So let's go ahead and take a look at both games, Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves, talk about what I like, what I really enjoy playing, and yeah, let's get right into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comment section which games you guys are playing whilst being civil, okay, while you're playing those games as well. And yeah, enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. Okay, so let's start off with Wuthering Waves. So the reason why I wanted to start off with Wuthering Waves first of all is because it's currently my main video content on my channel. I main this game a lot and I release a lot of videos on Wuthering Waves. So let me just quickly show you guys some of the stuff that Wuthering Waves has that is absolutely crazy. Okay, first of all, the animations in Wuthering Waves are top tier. Okay, absolutely top tier. The designs for some of the characters are absolutely amazing. I'm not going to pretend that I like every single character's animation and design, but there are some that really speaks to me. As you can currently see, there are some that really speaks to me, and it's absolutely amazing. Now, one of the best things I like about Wuthering Waves is the echo. Okay, echoes are basically stuff you basically, there's different type of echoes. One that you throw and transforms and does all that stuff, and there's some that just does this, but there is a lot of echoes. Echoes is basically your gear, but they come with like interactive stuff and makes it really fun. Okay, there's a bunch of echoes available in this game, and early game Wuthering Waves is the best type of game you would ever play. Okay, best open world beginning. Okay, it starts, if you play Wuthering Waves and you're starting it, you're getting into it, you're going to have some of the best fun ever. Okay, it is actually crazy. The reason for that is because you're just going around exploring the world. I won't say the world is too crazy, especially early on. However, the reason why you're going to be exploring is because you want to get the echoes. Okay, there is a lot of echoes available in the game. They all do different stuff. They have different, you know, unique abilities, and as you're starting off the game, you just want to basically collect them all and basically see what they do. Now, of course, there are echoes that have the best animations, or does the most amount of stuff. But literally the main reason why I love Wuthering Waves is the echoes. I remember the beginning of the game, the most fun I ever had ever in gacha game is just getting the echoes and looking at the new echoes that are coming out. Not so much now since I'm in late game. Of course, getting it now, all I see the echoes as is just gear. Okay, I'm not really, oh, what unique echoes are we getting? That used to be me early on in the game. Now it's just gear. It's straight up just gear. Oh, I need to get this best echo set, blah 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 blah. Kind of ruined it for me. But honestly, you can actually see some really cool echoes. Let me go ahead and show you guys some of my favorite echoes real quickly, because they're just that cool. Okay, so we have this one. Actually, I have not used this one. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Actually, yeah, I don't think I've used it. Yeah, I don't think I used it. Okay, we're gonna wait a couple of seconds so we can use this echo set. They have cooldowns, as you can see at the bottom over here. So let's see what this one does. Oh my days. So again, some of the main reason why I played Wuthering Waves was because of that. That is crazy animations, guys, and it just keeps getting better and better. I'm looking forward to seeing more echoes. Okay, so that's all the interactive stuff with that. Another reason why I love playing Wuthering Waves. Oh, let me quickly show you guys the characters that are currently available. So I do main this game. Like I said, I do spend in the game. I'm a content creator as well, so spending money in this game is kind of beneficial for me, so I can test out the new characters, make videos, and blah blah blah. So I literally have every single character. The latest character we currently have is Katefia over here. She's actually the units that I was showing you guys before. She's just transformed right now, so she's a unique character. She's what they call a sentinel, and they are usually some of the strongest characters in the game, and the devs definitely focus on them a little bit more, as you can see with the amazing animation. I wish I can show you guys the alt. The alt is crazy. So we can transform back into the small form, which is here. Also pretty cool form as well. Has different animations. There you go. So it's really good. Okay, if you guys are looking to start the game right now, for newer players, the banner is available for 12 days. The game does give you a bunch of summons. You can kind of re-roll for her. There's also a beginner banner summon where you can get some limited characters as well. So yeah, there you go. Really cute character as well. So yep, this is the characters. Let me quickly just show you guys all of them. If you're a newer player, you have never played Wuthering Waves, these are the characters that are available. Yeah, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with Cantarella over here. Hopefully this gets you guys to be playing. Now, just like every other gacha game, the male to female ratio in this game is kind of bad. Okay, they know that male characters don't typically sell, but at the same time, I don't feel like they're doing the best male designs. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I feel like they could have done a better male design. But anyways, these are the characters there, as you can see. So those are the five-star characters. There is currently one more who is in the game, currently not released. In about 12 days, she will be out. So if I go to gallery, she is over here. Another cool character, and the animations are absolutely amazing. So again, just to quickly summarize why I like Wuthering Waves, I don't want to spend too long on this, but amazing character design, amazing animation. Well, at the start of the game, the devs were really generous. I always say after the anniversary, I'm not sure I can say I love the game, the devs, or the devs are that different. The devs are devs. They want to get the most amount of money. They'll do whatever they want to do. Anyways, so yeah, what else? The echoes, absolutely amazing. I love that stuff. The farming has actually gotten better because they've introduced a new system that allows you to basically change the echo main stat to whatever you want. So this new stuff, okay, which is pretty good. I've spent about like £200 in the game, maybe a little bit more. But still, I got all the characters in the game. And typically though, in gacha games, I will say this again, gacha games are extremely expensive, especially open world ones, including Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves. Those games have expensive rolls, guys. To do 160 summon, it's going to cost you close to £200, okay? Maybe even more. So don't just flat out try and get every single character. I definitely wouldn't recommend it. But yep, this is how the banners work. The weapon banner is guaranteed, so you don't. I feel like in this game, because the weapons are guaranteed, there's no 50-50. You are more inclined. They kind of push you to try and get the weapons. Okay, don't be forced to get the weapons if you don't want to. The characters is 50-50, just like in other gacha games as well, especially Genshin as well, open world games, where the first 80 summons you do, you get 50-50. If you lose that, then your next 5-star is basically guaranteed to be the character you're summoning for, the main limited character. But 50-50 system sucks in general. Yeah, so yeah, not the transformation, sorry, the exploration in this game is top notch as well. You have a literal wing as well, so exploration is extremely fast. Literally just do this. There you go. Now you can explore. You can go and try and fly everywhere. And I will have to mention this when I talk about the next game, Genshin, because this is some of the stuff that this game does better than Genshin, but I love playing both of them the same. Okay, now if you guys want to hear my opinion on which game is better, that will be at the end. Okay, I'll give my reasons, but it's not going to be like, oh, this game is way better. It's not. They're both gacha games. They both have bad negative stuff to say. So anyways, exploration is fun. You can double jump as well. Wait, can you not double jump? Yeah, you can, like that. So I really like that. Your movement speed is extremely fast as well. You might have a bit of a struggle early game because the flying mechanics is not available in that map right there, but the devs know how amazing the flying is, so they're probably going to keep the flying for the rest of the following updates, or they might include a new way to traverse the world, maybe a plane. I don't freaking know, but that's gonna be cool. Is there anything else I missed? I don't know. I've talked about the characters. Exploration is fun. Yeah, pretty much that's it. So let me know down in the comment section if you are someone who plays Wuthering Waves. And now let's move over to the second game that I really like, my second favorite open world game, Genshin Impact. Okay guys, so as you can currently see, we are inside Genshin, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that I really like in the game. Now, first of all, what I want to say is that Genshin is extremely vivid, okay? Extremely bright and vivid, and honestly, I kind of prefer that art style and the color design they went with, because everything looks so bright. I don't know, maybe I have some type of condition that draws me closer to like bright objects or bright stuff in general, but when stuff is very bright, you can actually start to be amazed with some of the character designs and all that stuff. So I like Genshin because it's so bright, so vivid as well, and honestly some of the best designed world out there as well. Yes, it is my favorite world design in my opinion, but I would like to say that Genshin has been out for 4 years, more than 4 years actually, and because of that there's a lot more in-depth world and lots of changes, a lot of places to explore, and because there's a lot of places to explore, the devs have actually made it very different, feels different, and it's very unique. We have a desert, we have an ocean that we can explore. I will go ahead and show you guys right now. So because it's been, you know, a much older game, we have all of this stuff which Wuwa currently does not have underwater exploration like this. So yeah, but look at how bright it is, look at how vivid it looks, look at how detailed everything looks like. It looks like great quality as well. I'll go ahead and show you guys the desert as well. The desert is honestly some of the most painful place to explore though, because it is like some of the chests and the items you want to get are just hidden in like underground stuff, and it's very painful to explore and trying to complete the map. But yeah, this is extremely beautiful as well. And I know I'm not meant to compare both Wuthering Waves and Genshin just yet, but I will say that the actual world elements, like the world design in Genshin, in my opinion, is my favorite compared to Wuwa. But in Genshin, the exploration element is absolutely atrocious. I'm not saying it in a negative way, but we can't deny how slow paced everything is, and they know that themselves. That's why they actually release characters to help you move faster. And literally, it's an incentive, it's a way to incentivize people to spend for some characters just to improve on the overworld exploration. But in general, I love the way the stuff are designed. Like everything feels different. Everything feels different. And when they released when they released the desert area, it was so beautiful, and it is still beautiful. It's really beautiful. The world of Genshin is extremely beautiful. Whoever designed it, good design. So everything feels different. So since been out for a long time, we have a forest area, we have a desert, all that stuff. And now another reason why I love playing Genshin is the character designs. Okay, now character designs are very different in Genshin and Wuwa. But we're not comparing that just yet, but we are going to be looking at some of the character designs right now. Now, the four you see right now are actually my favorite character designs in Wuwa. Well, in Genshin, sorry, excluding Mavrika. But I wanted to showcase Mavrika because she has insane animations. Okay, but honestly, these three are my favorite characters in Genshin. My main reason for playing Genshin was literally Raiden Shogun. I was there during the live stream. That was freaking crazy. Arlecchino looks badass as well. And then we got the new character Skirk as well. Now, similarly to Wuwa, the Genshin's rates are just as bad. There's a 50-50 system. It sucks. Well, most games coming out now have that 50-50 system. It sucks. We also have, I think the pity is 100 summons or 90 summons, but you never get there. It's always around like 70 or 80 pulls when you pull a 5-star character usually. So the weapon banner is it's not 50-50, but you can lose your summon. The first 5-star weapon you get is not guaranteed to be the weapon you're looking for, especially when there's 2 character weapons as well in one banner. It's a bit harder to get the weapon you're looking for, so that's something worth noting as well. Now, I don't have every single character in Genshin. That is because in Genshin, not every character is designed like amazingly. I'm not going to say that's a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. It makes it easier for me to skip certain characters, and it helps me save money. Okay, every single character I literally have on this account is the best characters. Honestly, some of the best characters in terms of design and you know how good they are in game. I don't pull for characters that I don't like. In Wuwa, they try to make every single character look really, really beautiful, and it makes it harder for you to decide to skip them, which honestly sounds like, oh my days, Wuwa has all this amazing characters, but it's a pain when you're trying to save money. It's a pain. Okay, I have very low self-control. Okay, if I see a character with stunning animations, I want to pull. Okay, so in Genshin, I do have all of these characters, and they do look cool. Again, the character designs are actually cool. The animation is bright, vivid as well. Top tier animations. So yeah, this is some of the stuff I like about Genshin as well. Okay, let's see, what else should I talk about with Genshin? You know, the artifact system is basically your gear. It's not like yeah, it's just your gear basically. It's kind of painful, but gear farming in gacha games are always painful. I will not knock down Genshin for it. It is painful in Genshin, but have you ever played a gacha game where farming for gear isn't painful? I don't know. I do summon for constellations in Genshin a lot more as well. There's a bunch of characters in Genshin that I actually have either C1 or C2. So yeah, in Wuwa, I usually don't go for constellation. There's only been one character that I've gone constellation for, and that was Katefia, the new character. So there we go. Actually, there are not many constellations, but a lot more, of course, than in that's 4-star characters don't count in Genshin. I do need to get some constellations actually for her. So yeah, I do get constellations in Genshin as well. What else do I love about Genshin? Oh, Genshin is a lot more simpler, I will say, in terms of combat system. It's all about reactions, creating reactions with different elements. There are specific reactions that do more damage. Timing is important, and the rotation is kind of important as well when you want to apply each element so that you can get the appropriate reaction you want. Honestly, I do like it. I do like it. So let's go over to a boss real quickly. I know in Wuwa I didn't showcase boss fights, but I will showcase that when I start comparing both games later on. But let's just quickly go into a quick match right here, just so we can, you know, I'll just showcase like some of the animations you can see, because I did showcase the animations in Wuwa as well. So in I'll do a little comparison right now. The combat is very different. Okay, I've said both games are open world games, but they are very, very different in terms of combat and honestly how the main point of the games. Okay, Genshin, it's a lot more simpler. I won't say it's like so simple, but it's kind of simple. You just summon your characters, and there's not much in terms of different animations available. You have your basic attack, you have your skill, and then you have your ult. It's as simple as that. There isn't any special, there isn't any other alternative ways to get special animations or different animations. Whereas in Wuwa, they have the intro skills, they have forte skills, all that stuff. So it's a little bit simpler with like rotations. You have a user skill, basic attack, and your ult, compared to like Wuwa when you're using your forte skill, you have the echo skill, all that stuff. Okay, which honestly kind of makes me enjoy playing Genshin sometimes as well, because you know how simple stuff are. Sometimes you don't want to be racking your brain, you just want to go into combat, do all of this stuff. Now Genshin does have a couple of end game content as well. We have the Abyss. There's also this newly released theater stuff. The more characters you have, the better it is. So I do like the designs for the bosses as well. Everything about, I just like Genshin. I really do like Genshin. I do not like the exploration, but I just get characters that help with the exploration elements in general. But most of the time, you are kind of just teleporting as well. Okay, so we have gotten to the part where I can now start comparing them properly. So first of all, you guys are going to ask me, which game do I enjoy playing more? Now, it's not really one I enjoy more, it's more which game I kind of play more in, and that is Wuwa. There is a lot more things to do in Wuwa compared to Genshin. Like, if you don't have any stamina, which is basically how you're farming stuff in both Genshin and Wuwa, if you don't have any of those farming stuff, or any of those stamina stuff, sorry, in Wuwa, you can literally do a bunch of world exploration, fight the echoes to get more echoes so that you can then hopefully upgrade them. So I do spend a lot more time in Wuwa compared to Genshin, I have noticed. Do I prefer Wuwa over Genshin? Kinda. It's only like a 1 point difference. Okay, so if I was to rank them properly, okay, no gacha game for me is 10 out of 10. Don't even play with me. Okay, so if I was to rank a Genshin, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Okay, let's go with 6 out of 10. Now, if I was to rank Wuthering Waves, I would give it a 7 out of 10, and that's the highest I've ever given a gacha game in general. Now, why did I give Wuwa over Genshin? Well, first of all, I do think being able to skip story in Wuwa is such an amazing feature. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned it when I was talking about Wuwa, but skipping story, faster world exploration, they value my time a little bit more, and surprisingly, I spend more time in that game. Okay, in Genshin, there is no skip button in the story, and it was kind of a pain to get into Genshin at the start. Okay, I had to soldier on, okay, to clear the story. And then finally, when I cleared all the stories that I could, you know, of course, to keep releasing more story, I have to soldier on every single time we have the story because I can't skip it and it pisses me off. Okay. So I feel like my time is a little bit more valued in Wuwa, and I spend a little bit more time in there anyways at the end of the day, compared to Genshin, where I'm just sitting there forced to try and enjoy the story, where I don't play gacha games for stories. Gacha games are not going to have amazing story. I will just read webtoons and manga. There is no point. Okay. Again, exploration as well. In Wuwa, you can jump, literally spin, backflip, whatever you can do in Wuwa. It's just a lot more easy to explore and get some of the items that are just hidden in the maps. Okay, I prefer that, and honestly, clearing the map in Wuwa is so much easier as well. And I feel like in Genshin, if they wanted, like, they should have made it easier to clear out the maps. In Wuwa, you can literally use a item that basically shows you where all the chest is straight away. Not like one chest per time per use. Okay, it shows you like in this area there's 6 chests, and it shows you where in the map it is. In Genshin, it's you press this medal stuff or coin stuff, it shows you where 1 is. Okay, and that's it. And then you can't keep pressing over and over again to get to the next one, but it just saved my time, saved me a time, just show me like where all the chests are in the area, and I can get it. Same with the sonnet, this, okay, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know the actual name for it, but yeah, I feel like exploration and getting all the overworld stuff is a lot more easier in Wuthering Waves, and it feels more value for my time in general. Now, do I think Genshin is a bad game? Absolutely not. Just because it's 1 point difference does not mean I do not like playing Genshin. I've said this before, both games are extremely different. Okay, they are kind of similar because they're an open world game, and I do feel like Genshin was the first game that came out that, you know, showcased what open world game could be like. And then Wuwa basically looked at that and improved on literally all the issues that Genshin had, but now they have their own issues. Let's not pretend. Wuwa doesn't have its own issues that Genshin doesn't have, and Genshin has issues that Wuwa doesn't have, okay? Because Wuwa looked at Genshin, changed some of the stuff that we kind of get frustrated about in Genshin, and now you can literally play the Genshin for that. You can play Wuwa for that reason. Now, what some of the issues I do find in Wuwa is the fact that what is it? It's actually a lot harder to say what I don't like. It's more about the decisions the devs are making with the team building, okay? Not many 4-star characters, not many 4-star weapons. That is pissing me off. It's ruining some of the team building we could be having right now. And in Genshin, there's 4-star weapons, 4-star characters. You don't really need to summon for 5-star weapons at all. Yes, we've insulted Genshin for having terrible weapon banner, but you don't need to. You don't even feel like you need to. There's great free-to-play options already. So yeah, that's another stuff that Genshin does have. In Wuwa, it's easier to get dupes. Okay, Wuwa is cheaper than Genshin to get. If you're spending, it's cheaper, sorry, to get constellation in Wuwa compared to Genshin Impact. So as someone who's a light spender, I kind of spend a little bit more in Wuwa as well. So I feel like also the combat system is something you should pay attention to as well. Wuwa tries to be a little bit more tricky, difficult. Rotations are extremely important. Like in Wuwa, rotations are end all be all. If you want to be clearing content, you must get the rotation down. Not 100%, but if you can't even get the rotations properly, you're screwing your account. In Genshin, you can get away with bad rotations. Like honestly, like atrocious rotations are fine. In Wuwa, it's a little bit more tricky now. Okay, you have to kind of feel like, okay, I have to get the timing correctly. It's a little bit more difficult in Wuwa. I've mentioned how Genshin is a little bit more simple. Wuwa has a lot more factors to enter into the combat and whatever. So yeah, I do think though in Wuwa's world, one of the reasons why I don't really like the world in Wuwa is it feels empty. I've said this since the beginning. There's some nice designs in Wuwa, but it feels empty. It feels like there's literally nothing there. I don't know why. It doesn't feel like there's characters in there, or like you know, NPCs. A lot of NPCs just randomly. Like with the new map they did in Wuwa, the map is massive. Like the actual city is massive. There's barely any characters in there. Kind of feels empty. It feels like a ghost city, honestly. In Genshin, you never have that feeling. You always feel like the map is full with stuff, full with life, full with everything. So yeah, that's just another thing I wanted to compare as well. So we have reached the end of the video where I've talked about both Genshin and Wuthering Waves. Hopefully I've showcased good enough gameplay to entice you guys into playing and trying out both the games. So hopefully you guys like this video. I love playing both Genshin and Wuthering Waves, and I'm looking forward to more updates where the game continues to improve, and I'm looking forward to more open world games coming out as well, so that at the end of the day, the ones who are truly benefiting is the players, because both games or all the games are going to be in competition with one another, and they are going to strive to be better and try to keep us playing their game. So hopefully you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and it's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.